The Tan Tiens. While doing Kung Fu and coming to the meditative part, I often speak about Tan Tiens, about energetical lines, and so on and so forth. And today I would like to explain a little bit. What are Tan Tiens? Or Dan Tiens, call them as you want. A Tan Tien you could translate it like lake of energy. So there is a lot of energy at this point, and it's a specific energy. It's of course not 100% clean energy from there, because the energies are always mixing in the body. But there we find a high concentration of specific energies, let's say it so. So let's start with let's go from up to down. Let's start from the up. So with the crown Dan Tien. That's located at the top of the head. It's the part where for babies the bone still has to grow together. And it's, as I said, the connection to the heaven, to higher consciousness, and to spiritual awakening. Let's say it like this. When you're meditating, it's a really important one in my eyes. As it said, it's a connection to the heaven, and this point also those runners from Tibet who can run, I don't know, over many miles and don't feel even tired, even those guys, they take the energy mostly from the crown dantian while that, by the way. So the crown dantian is our connection to the heaven. Then the third eye dantian, that probably you already heard about. It's located in between our eyes, a little bit higher, and so at the center of our forehead. And it's the place for there's the seat of intuition, of inner vision and wisdom. It's also the place where your sixth and seventh sense, these energies are very active. Now we come to the heart dantian. The heart dantian is located at the center of the chest. It's the center of love, of compassion and balance. That means when you, for example, miss somebody a lot and have pain in your heart, it comes mostly, as I said already, in your heart. Mostly it comes directly from the heart dantian. Or when you feel a lot passion about family, I don't know, a child is born and this big happiness, it's also mostly coming from there. So now we come to the lower dantian. The lower dantian is located approximately 4 fingers below the navel. It's the center of vital energy, strength and transformation. It's also for people like us who are doing and practicing Kung Fu. It's a very important one. From there, for example, you take a lot of energy for your punches and for your kicks. So it's an important one. And we have the root dantian. The root dantian is located midway between the anus and the genitals. So that's the foundation of life force, survival energy and grounding, and of course also the place for our sexual energies. So that's logically the sexual energies, when we feel something like that, it's usually coming from there. And there are also existing the so-called secondary dantians. They are located in the palms of our hands and of our soles from the feet. These points help to absorb or distribute and ground energy. So my personal experience is that with the hands you can give better energy, especially this kind of clean healing energy. You can give better with the hands. With the feet, it's good when you want to leave out your not wanted energy anymore. I mean, you can do this also with the hands, clear. But with the feet, it's also really good for this, and also for taking energy. So when we make meditation, then we always imagine we spread out roots in the earth and take from this secondary dantians, the roots spread out in the earth, and from there we take our energy. So now we come to the Cheng Meng Points, or hip points. They're located on the lateral hips, as the name says. And that's the point where when we stay in the horse stance, usually always take our fists to hold them in that position. From these classical positions, we often, very often use these points, and they are also connected with the energetic belt channel, also called daimai. And this one encircles the waist like a belt. It supports the organs of digestion and assimilation and converges at the lower Tan Tiens. And yeah, this movement we also make very often. For example, in the Tongling Qigong, we have some exercises in it where we go directly with our hands and let the energy flow on this energetic belt channel and end up at the lower Tan Tiens to store there the energy which we gathered from the exercise. So also this one is important to mention. And then there is also the last two things, the energetically middle line. There is the Dumai and the Renmai vessel. Also let's start with the Renmai vessel, also called the conception vessel. So it's really going in the middle through your body, and it's more like it's crossing all the Tan Tiens points. And this one runs down the front midline from the mouth to the via the perineum, governs the yin energy and nourishment, and of course also the essence. And yeah, we also, for us, it's very important that we use it also in a lot of Qigong exercises where we gather the energy down this energetical Renmai line. And yeah, that's why I also wanted to mention it. And of course, we also have a back, and on the backhand side there is the called Dumai, or the governing vessel, and that one runs up the back midline from the perineum to the crown Tan Tiens. And yeah, it governs the yang energy, structural support and spirit. So this one is also important, for example, when you do massages. When you do it on the conception of Qi, then you go usually you go with the energy. That means, for example, you start by the feet and go up the legs, go up to the back, and so at first the butt, then higher the back, and end up in the neck and the head. So we really go then also in this direction. And when we, for example, would massage the front, then we would start from the head and would go down and end up at the feet. So these are the most important lines, vessels, points, and the belt channel, of course. I hope it was interesting for you, and thanks for listening.